Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Like to be joined by my good friend and unbeaten pro Emma Dolan. Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Danny. How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. It's kind of all changed since we last spoke, certainly on camera. You're
Yeah,
no longer training in Norwich with Graham Everett, but you've moved to Newark, literally living there now and training under Carl Greaves, who I spoke to last week and for some reason didn't mention you once, which I can only apologise for. Don't beat me
shocker.
up. I know you're desperate for a fight. Um, why did you make the decision so early as well in your pro career to make the move?
I just thought it was needed, to be honest with you. Um, Graham's done a really good job with me. First few fights and everything. I just felt that I needed to change, and I'm pleased that I have made the change now. To be honest, everything's sort of coming together how I wanted it to. So yeah, no, it's brilliant. Yeah, and I'm enjoying living up here in Newark, and yeah, no, it's all good.
Wardrobe pending, presumably.
What's that? Sorry.
Is it wardrobe pending?
Oh yeah,
Because I see
I'm a Forest
your
fan
clothes
now.
rails behind you, so
Yeah.
just moved in, Phil. I love it. Um, Once you made the decision that you wanted to make a change and move on to a new gym, what made Carl Greaves the right person or the right stable?
Just gelled straight away, to be honest with you. Like I come down, obviously went looked at a couple of gyms and that, but come down to Carl's and we just gelled on the pads instantly, gelled his people, got on really well. So I come down a few more times and yeah, just got on really well with him, similar kind of people, got the same sort of thought process and that. He's been there and done it himself. So, you know, he's got to sort of fight his brain as well as obviously his business brain. So no, yeah, no brainer for me.
And what about from a kind of business perspective and getting you on those bigger cards and those bigger fights? Is there any way this move helps with that?
I think it comes with it, part and parcel. Obviously, I need to do my job. I need to train hard, and I need to, you know, put the right performances in the right fights. But it's definitely going to open up more opportunities for me. I think in that respect.
And have you been training alongside David Avanesian at all yet?
Yeah, David's a machine. But then that gives you like that pushes you another 10% as well because like you're always pushing yourself hard. But then when you see how he pushes himself, you push yourself even harder because you think, Jesus, you know, he's a proper animal. I was on the track with him yesterday and he's just tearing it up. He's a very intense man. He's a lovely bloke though.
What's it like training alongside him when he's got the big Crawford fight coming up? Because there's that buzz around the gym that, you know, he's pound for pound number one for a lot of people, Crawford.
Yeah, you know, the whole gym's buzzing at the minute. Obviously, we've got our show a week after David's sort of fight, so everybody's in that kind of frame of mind at the minute where we're all training hard and pushing ourselves. Obviously, with that fight taking place as well, everybody's lifted by it. You know, David's training like a machine, so there's obviously rubbing off on everybody else in the gym. We're all pushing hard, so yeah, no, it's mega, it's brilliant.
Now, as he's your new best friend, you have to choose your words carefully. But how much chance should we be giving him against Crawford, who's an outstanding fighter?
It's look, it's a big ask, isn't it? It's not like it's going to be, oh, Dave's going to go in there and knock him over like he's Liam Taylor, whoever. You know, it's a hard fight, but I think with Crawford's inactivity, you know, and David's up for it. David's well up for it. You know, he seems really confident. He seems really up for it. So, you know, everyone's got a puncher's chance, haven't they? Everybody's got two fists. So, you know, I think he's got much of a chance anybody else would have at beating Crawford.
And as you said, your show is December the 16th, 12 fight card from Carl Greaves, not called the 12 Fights of Christmas, you told me, which I can't believe.
I know he's
Maybe it's
missed the
been done before, but yeah.
yeah,
Not,
he needed your creative genius on that one, didn't he?
well, next time, but then it'll be Easter and I won't have a clue. But Christmas, 12 fights. I mean, it sells itself. Come on, Carl. If I'd have known before, I would have told him last week. But anyway, what sort of fight can we expect? What sort of level of opposition can we expect from you on the 16th?
I think we're looking at a decent enough opposition. Obviously, I've been out the ring for 6 months, so you know I'm not going to go in there challenging for titles and that in the next fight sort of thing. But you know, I want a strong enough opposition to push me and you know get back sort of working and training, and then that set me up well for next year. Really, next year, I really want to try and push through and you know get a bit of momentum going.
And how do you go from where you are now to challenging for titles? Because you're on these smaller hall shows, no disrespect to them, but you want to be mixing with the people we see on the TV on a regular basis, and you want to be challenging for those major belts. So how do you go from where you are now to there?
Massively, massively. I think obviously Carl will be able to help a lot with that. You know, he's in the know with the right people in that respect. And if I put a good performance in December, you know, maybe I need to be a bit more vocal now. Maybe I need to call these girls out a bit more. You know, I don't know. I've seen. I'm not somebody who calls people out, but when I watch, the likes like Shannon Ryan and people like that, I'd happily jump in the ring with them, sort of thing. Now, so you know, I don't know. Maybe I need to be more vocal in that respect. But I think if I perform well, like I can do, and now I've got obviously the backing of Carl and that as well, he's gonna put me in the right sort of direction. I think things will start happening for me next year.
Call them out. This is your platform. Who else? Shannon Ryan, that's one. Who else we got on the hit list?
Any of them, any of them. Carl reckons I can make flyweight, so maybe Lauren Parker. You know, anybody. I'm quite confident in my abilities and how I'm improving. So yeah.
Go on, get after it. Why not? Female boxing's on a real high at the moment, or it has been for a couple of years now, but seems to have been topped off by Savannah Marshall, Claressa Shields. We saw Katie Taylor in action not too long ago as well, against Karen Carabajal. Who is your number one female pound for pound at the moment?
Katie Taylor. Didn't need to think about it. Katie Taylor,
tell, yeah.
Like, if you look at what she's done through the amateurs for the women, then to the professional, not even her own achievements, just what she's done as a person for women's boxing. Like, I can't even say how you can argue with it. Like, she's the one who done the test match for the Olympics for women, got women to Olympic boxing. She's the one who's grown it the way it is in the professionals. I mean, it's got to be Katie Taylor, isn't it?
I'm not going to argue. You don't seem in the mood to argue about it.
It's got to be her. Like, Shields is a fantastic fighter, and I mean, her and Marshall's fight was good. For me, it wasn't really a classic, whereas like Taylor Serrano was. It's not their fault. She's styles, isn't it? But I just think Katie Taylor, I mean, she's a fantastic operator inside, outside the ring, and you know, she's done it for women's boxing, I think.
Do you think she'll go on for much longer? They're talking about a big fight at Croke Park.
I hope not. Like, I love her when I see her get beat, but I think I like her. I'd fancy her against Chantelle Cameron if that fight did happen. You know, I watched both their performances recently, and you know, I think Katie's hand speed will carry her through. You know, these next few fights, but I'd only like to see her maybe in another 2-3 maximum, really.
What's your kind of, I don't want to say major goal because everyone says world title anyway, but what's kind of your dream scenario in terms of winning that world title? Like, where would it be? Who would it be against? All of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like, I think the home of women's boxing at the minute is in Britain, isn't it? Really, I mean, you get the Americans come over here, so I think the biggest possible fight you'd have is in the UK. You know, and whether that be with an American or with a Brit, whoever, I'm not bothered in that respect. But I think it was in the UK. You know, on the undercard of someone massive. You know, ideally be on the undercard of Katie Taylor. Like, I was gutted and buzzing for Ellie, because obviously I felt it fell through. But then, like, when she got it again, she was fighting on the undercard of Katie. I was over the moon for it, because you know, it's been a dream for her, and I know it'd be the same for myself. So yeah, anything like that, a big sort of British showdown would be pretty good.
And you said you enjoyed living in Newark as well. How is it different, if at all, from Norwich?
It's not overly different. It's nice though. You know, you're well located, so like you're 20 minutes up the road from Nottingham. You've got Leicester there. I mean, you're better located. You're 20 minutes in the car from most places, sort of thing. Whereas Norwich is about 2 hours at least, you know, to go anywhere. So, you know, it's really nice in that respect, you know, and I'm saving a fortune on petrol because I'm living in the town, so don't have to drive about as much.
Are you living on your own, or are there other boxers close by in other like flats and stuff?
No, my boyfriend moved down with me, so
That's commitment.
I know he must see something in me. But yeah, so he's come down with me. He's brilliant. He's been a massive rock for me through all this. Yeah, he's great. I've got my dog as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, the lads are fairly local, so no, it's good.
Great stuff. Well, yeah, mate, maybe he's waiting for that big payday to come
I
through,
think
and then
so.
it'll all be worth it.
Cash out on me, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it. All right. Well, really, really appreciate your time. Look forward to the 16th. Is it available to watch anywhere if you're not in the venue?
I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know.
Yeah, go and find out. That's your homework.
All right.
All right, brilliant. Nice to speak to you, and we'll do it again soon.
Nice one. Take care, Danny.
And you. See you later.